Welcome to the 7-Minute Summary, where we explore spiritual classics and transform them into clear, visual wisdom you can use every day. Today's book is Intuition: How to Hear and Trust Your Inner Voice, drawn from the readings and teachings of Edgar Cayce, one of the most respected and accurate psychics of the 20th century. Cayce taught that intuition is not a rare gift. It's a spiritual faculty we all have. And like any ability, it can be strengthened through awareness, practice, and trust. Let's break down Cayce's core teachings on intuition and how to connect to your inner voice. Intuition is the voice of the soul. Edgar Cayce described intuition as the language of the soul. It's not guessing, it's not logic, it's direct knowing that comes from the spiritual part of yourself, the part connected to divine mind. Cayce taught that when you receive intuitive insight, you're tapping into a higher level of awareness that goes beyond thought. It's your soul whispering, "This is the way." It often comes with no explanation, but it feels clear, calm, and true. Affirm, "I trust my soul to guide me with clarity." Everyone has intuition. Cayce was very clear. You don't need to be psychic to be intuitive. He believed that everyone has an inner voice, and anyone can learn to recognize and trust it. In fact, he said intuition is natural, God-given, a necessary part of spiritual development. The reason some people hear it more clearly? They listen. The voice of intuition is usually quiet and subtle, not dramatic. If your mind is too noisy or distracted, you'll miss it. Affirm, "I was born intuitive. I choose to listen." How intuition speaks. Cayce explained that intuition speaks in many ways, not always in words. It may come as a deep knowing, a mental image or flash, a gut feeling or bodily sensation, a dream symbol, or a sudden sense of peace or alarm. It's often instantaneous and emotionally neutral. That's how you know it's not your ego or fear. It just is. Cayce advised paying attention to the first impression that comes when you ask for inner guidance. Affirm, "I recognize the voice of truth within me." Stillness is the doorway. To hear your inner voice, Cayce emphasized the need for stillness and meditation. He wrote, "In quietness, the soul speaks. In silence, the divine whispers." This doesn't require hours of silence, just a few minutes of tuning in. He recommended daily quiet time to calm the nervous system, ask clear, heartfelt questions, and to be open to receiving guidance without force. When you make space for intuition, it shows up every time. Affirm, "I create stillness and receive clear guidance." Intuition grows with use. Like a muscle, your intuition strengthens with use. Cayce encouraged people to practice often, even with small questions. What route shall I take? What does this dream mean? Is this choice aligned with my higher self? He taught that you learn by doing, not by waiting until you're quote-unquote sure. Even if you're unsure, follow the nudge and observe the results. With practice, you'll recognize your inner voice more quickly and with more confidence. Affirm, "I trust my intuition more each day." Intuition must align with spiritual ideals. Cayce warned that not all inner voices are wise. You must ask, does this align with my highest values? He emphasized the importance of setting a spiritual ideal, a personal North Star. This could be love, peace, service, integrity, or joy. If your inner voice leads you towards these ideals, it's likely authentic intuition. If it brings fear, ego, or harm, it's not guidance from the soul. Affirm, my intuition aligns with truth, love, and service. Dreams as a pathway to intuition. Cayce famously gave thousands of dream readings. He believed dreams are one of the primary gateways to the intuitive mind. When asleep, the conscious mind is quiet and the soul can speak clearly. He encouraged dream journaling as a tool to receive guidance, spot patterns, track spiritual growth, get answers to big life questions. Often, Cayce said, the answer is given in sleep. You only need to write it down and reflect. Affirm, my dreams bring wisdom. I listen and learn. Fear and doubt block intuition. Cayce taught that fear, doubt, and overthinking are the biggest blocks to intuition. He said fear tightens your energy and disconnects you from your inner truth. To clear the channel, breathe, relax, replace fear with faith, ask, what would love do? Stay open, not tense. Cayce reminded us that divine guidance always comes with peace, even if it challenges you. Affirm, I release fear and open to truth. Intuition is divine guidance. Edgar Cayce's teachings remind us that intuition is not just helpful, it is sacred. It's the soul's compass, the voice of your higher self, and your bridge to divine mind. To hear it more clearly, practice stillness, ask sincerely, pay attention, act in alignment, and above all, trust it even when you don't have all the answers. You were born with this power. It never left you. You only need to return to it. Affirm, I trust the divine voice within me. It always leads me home. Thank you for viewing. See you on the next one.